Hey everybody, Mike here. I'm going to compare these 5 popular keyboards. I was procrastinating a writing project and I determined that the best way to not write is to say that you need to find the perfect keyboard before you can start. So that's what I did. Now, I didn't find the perfect keyboard, but I got close enough and I have since completed the writing project. 67 pages, baby. So let me get into this comparison and I'll move over to my desk right now and we can get into it. So this is the keyboard I've been using for many years. It's an Apple keyboard. There's no built-in battery, so I was always changing the batteries. The lettering on it, the legends, are kind of faint. There's not a lot of contrast. So in dim lighting, I was having trouble reading them sometimes. Plus, there's no number keypad. So I really wanted to get a keyboard with numbers on the side. I went to the Apple store and tried the brand new Magic keyboards, and they have the same situation, that the lettering is kind of not a lot of contrast. And there's no backlighting or anything like that. So I had to shop around a little bit. So this is the Satechi Slim X2. This was the first keyboard I bought. And on paper, this is the perfect keyboard. It's got the number keypad on the right, but without all those extra middle keys that just take up space that I never use. So it's still pretty narrow, and you can still comfortably use the mouse on the right side. Issues with this one, it's just not very good to type on. Doesn't feel great. They're like little plasticky keys, and they're very smooth. I just kind of feel like my fingers just kind of slide around on them. Also, the backlighting. Backlighting is awesome to have on keyboards. I don't know why the Apple keyboards don't have any backlighting. The problem with this one is to get it bright enough to really light up the legends. Let's see here. This top row has these really annoying light leaks on every key. And they're kind of bright. Like I was noticing them in my peripheral vision, my downward peripheral vision, whatever that's called. So that was pretty annoying. Ah, man, but the size of the keyboard is so perfect. Anyway, I had to keep on shopping. Okay, this is the Keychron Q5 HE 96% keyboard. 96% refers to the size of it. It's not full size. It's still got the number keypad, but it doesn't have all those middle keys right here that take up a lot of space. This was 1.5 inches wider than the Satechi. The pros on this one are the keys. Just the way they have all the keys colored and the layout, I think, is really great. The contrast on the keys is really good. You can just see all the legends perfectly. See that? Also, this volume knob is awesome. It's got like this tactile feel to it, and you can push it to mute and unmute. It's just a really solid keyboard, really high quality. My issue with it is I just don't like mechanical keyboards, it turns out. I'm so used to not having to push the keys down very far. And this one, it's just a lot of travel distance. Now you can program, this is magnetic. See that? Magnetic. You can program it so you only have to push it down just a little bit to trigger the letter, but the whole key still goes down. Before I bought it, I thought I was going to be able to program it so that it would tap down at whatever level I wanted, but that is not the case. Also, this one does have backlighting, but as you can see, it makes it even harder to see the legends, so it's kind of pointless. I think it's a thing for gamers. They like to have that lighting or something. I don't know. To me, it has no purpose because the light is not shining through the keys. It's only shining around them. So, on to the next. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why didn't you just go to Best Buy and try out a bunch of keyboards. Well, I did do that. That was the second place I went. First, I went to the Apple Store. Then I went to Best Buy, and they didn't have any keyboards out. At least I didn't think they did. They actually did have an aisle, but it was the one aisle in the whole shop that I did not look in. So I ended up going to a different Best Buy in a different city, and they had all the keyboards out, and I found them this time. And I went and tried one of these Logitech keyboards, and it was love it at first type. I mean, the typing on this is by far the best of all the keyboards. The keys have these little kind of round indentations. So when you put your fingers on the keys, your fingers just know where they are. And so nice to type on this thing. Also, check out this backlighting. Look at that. Glorious backlighting. Shines right through the keys, but it's all even all over the keyboard. None of those weird light leaks. This is a high-end keyboard. Now, the issue with this one though, it's 100% keyboard. Look at how white it is. After a week of using it, I kept thinking I was going to get used to it, but even after a week of using it every day, I kept tapping against it with the mouse. It's just so wide. So, you guessed it, I ended up with the small Logitech. That's right, folks. I ended up with the same size keyboard as what I was using before. No number keypad. But the typing experience is way better. I love typing on this thing. It's got backlighting, so easy to see the legends. But in a funny little twist, little joke by the universe, the top row has little light leaks like the Satechi. Not as bad as the Satechi, but that kind of annoyed me for a little bit, but I don't even think about it anymore. They're not as bright as the Satechi. So overall, I love the keyboard. What would make it a perfect keyboard? If they made a 96% version. I really wish Logitech would do that and just put a keypad here and a little volume knob, just like the Keychron. Now, I just did taxes the other day, and I got this little guy. I got this little keypad and just put it there. I think I found that on Amazon. So that worked really well. Oh yeah, important tip. I recommend you leave it plugged in all the time. It's a USB-C cable, and I just keep it plugged in to the laptop. It's connected to my laptop 24/7. When it's not plugged in, I was noticing this lag situation, which I read online. Other people have this problem where you'll sit down to type and the backlighting doesn't come on for 5 seconds. Or you actually start typing and it takes like 3 or 4 seconds for the keys to start working. It was pretty annoying. As soon as I just left it plugged in all the time, I haven't noticed any of those issues. That is my comparison, folks. I hope that helped. If it did, please subscribe. My channel's all over the place. I have one video where I show how to soundproof windows, another one where I review a Chinese guitar. So I'm all over the place, but I try to always make helpful videos. So please subscribe and like the video, and I will see you next time.